So Mike, welcome. So we have Mike Moats here. We're going to be talking today a little bit about macro and business, I think. Yeah. So welcome to Out of Chicago Conference.
Thanks a lot for having me here today.
Great to have you. So, so you've been here for a few days, right? You just got in, you drove in.
Yeah.
So where do you call from?
I'm from Sterling Heights, Michigan.
From Michigan.
And this is a short drive for me, like 300 miles. That's a piece of cake. I've had some that go up to 2,400 miles.
And that's what, it was interesting when I heard you talking the other day, you were saying you drive everywhere, right?
Yeah. It's partly because I have a lot of equipment that I carry, and for my workshops I do a lot of sales for products and things like that. And so I have a van full of equipment, and it's just too hard to fly. To fly,
yeah. Yep, you got to carry everything in, then it's baggage, charges, everything.
And the hassles of flying nowadays, whenever I do fly, I tend to get problems with my flights, and I get delays, and I almost missed the Napa convention in Florida a couple years ago because of the flight delays. And so I'm happy for driving. I'm okay.
I understand that. I got my bag searched on the way here. It's a little bag, and they pulled everything apart because there's wires and batteries and other things that look like a bomb when you open it up. And so they're like, "What's this?" It's like, "It's batteries." "What's this?" "It's a camera." You know. So and then Levi got stuck on the way in here with the lightning storm. So it happens. You get all the travel delays. So cool. So another thing we're chatting about is that you specialize a lot in macro photography, right?
Yeah. In 2001, I bought my first camera. You set up on eBay. And it was just a hobby. I started out as a landscape photographer and realized that I didn't have anything to shoot in the Detroit area where I live, and so landscape-wise. And it would cost a lot of money to travel to get the shots and time and all that. And I had a business that I was running, so I didn't have time to travel much. And so with macro, it was everywhere. It was in the local parks, and I could shoot in my house if I wanted to. So I decided that I was going to concentrate and spend all my time on macro photography and try to be the best at one type of photography. Yeah. And it's paid off real well for me. So I've turned it into a full-time business, 5-6 years ago. Excellent. And it's been great. And I love doing what I'm doing. So.
Excellent, excellent. What's the best way to specialize in something? Yes. I just taught a business class an hour or so ago, and that's what I said is, if you don't specialize, make different websites so it looks like you specialize. But if you do specialize, just keep doing what you do.
Yeah, and I think what happens is when you are kind of a specialist in one area, people regard you as an expert of that.
Exactly.
Rather than trying to be a little of everything. And also when you try to be a little of everything, it splits up your shooting time into all these different categories, and you don't really become really good at one style.
Exactly. I agree. So on the business side of things, you said that you were doing very well with it. What's your strategy business-wise of how are you making money with it?
Well, the internet is what drives my business, and if it wasn't for the internet, we wouldn't be sitting here talking to each other. In the past, you had to have a book on a bookshelf in the store to get known before the internet. Now it's opened up this huge world for photographers to market themselves. Now it's not easy because it requires a lot of time. Yep. When I started in 2004 on the internet, I posted on every site that was out there that took photos, and Excellent. I got my name known by posting on all these sites with photographers, and so they got to know me through those sites. That requires 365 days of work to be out there every day posting, and then I started blogging and giving tips on macro photography through my blog every day, 365 days a year. And that's been going on for years. And so after so many years of this marketing that I've been doing, finally started to pay off where I could travel around the country and fill workshops.
You became the expert.
And photo conferences like here want you to come out and speak because you're kind of the guy that's in that area of photography that's doing really well at it. But that's all driven through the internet. So of course it's blogging, it's Facebook, it's Twitter, it's Google+, it's LinkedIn, it's Instagram like we talked about, YouTube. It's been really good. I mean, I got like 70 videos on YouTube.
Nice.
How-to videos where people can go and get free information. And that information, people say, well, you're giving this away free. But it's drawing people to me on a regular basis that follow me until I come to their city and do a workshop.
Yeah, and then you learn everything. Like you can only teach so much in a YouTube video, and if you go too long, people check out. They don't have time to watch a 3-hour video. Right. You get a little snippet. They understand that you know what you're talking about, that they like you, and they like your photography, and they want to learn more. When you pop into Chicago like this, it's like, hey, I want to go see them, and they come to one of your conferences or shows.
Plus, the workshop gives them hands-on opportunity.
Yep.
See, they can't get that on the internet.
I agree. There's so many people that go on our board, on our pack board, and they'll type in like, oh, where do I learn something? And people jump, oh, go right to YouTube. And I'm like, I don't like it that way. I'd rather sit in a class and ask questions and get that hands-on feel for me. You know?
Exactly. So the internet has been really good. Now, the internet today is a little tougher because there's so many great photographers out there, and you don't stand out quite as much as you did in 2004 when I started.
And
So,
there were still great
tougher.
photographers there, but what happened? They were doing film, so they weren't on the internet yet. They weren't out there posting stuff and keeping it all, you know. So they were still there. They just weren't as active.
Yeah, exactly. And now we've got, oh my God, there's so many more sites now than there was in 2004. I can't even keep up with all the sites that are out there now.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't have enough time in the day. I need to hire someone just to do my internet stuff for me.
I would love to get someone to do mine. If anyone out there wants a job, we both need someone to like do this for us.
I'm too cheap though.
Oh, I need someone. We have, like I was telling you, 36 pack sites for all the different cities, plus the main site, plus all the other ones you mentioned, 500 pics and all that stuff. So,
and what's cool too is like on Facebook, they allow you to put these photo groups together, and so I've got 7 photo groups. They're all macro related groups, and I've got something like, I don't know, 10,000 people in these photo groups that post images.
And you have to keep up with that and make sure that you know you answer them and talk to them and connect with them.
And those people tell other people, hey, Mike Moats has got this site here. You can go and post your images and all that.
Very cool.
And they can learn from studying images that are being posted there, and composition, subject matter, all that good stuff.
Awesome. So, and that's great. And then again, you have to give back to get some. So you know you give back to a little bit because that's all you can do in that like 10-15 minute range, and then hope that people come out and see you in person here and meet you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So cool. So definitely tell everyone out there where they can see your work and what your website is and everything.
My website's tinylandscapes.com.
Tinylandscapes.com.
It's perfect for the macro theme, right?
Awesome, I love it.
My blog is Mike Moats Blog.
Okay, and they can find some education there.
Oh yeah. Usually I'm doing some type of photo tip, you know, a macro tip if I can, or giving some free information away. Maybe a place to shoot in certain cities. Or, my storefront for my ebooks and books and workshops is macrostoreonline.com.
Okay,
and Facebook, Mike Moats Photography.
Mike Moats Photography. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Well, cool. You have some more sessions today, right? That you're going to be doing.
I'm free today.
You're free today?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But tomorrow I got 3 level 1, 2, and 3 macro, and I did a photo walk this morning, and we had an awesome time. Great place to shoot here in Chicago, and
definitely was nice today too. It was raining last night when we were out with Levi.
I know, but that was good for me because I had more people in my program last night because they didn't want to do the. They
didn't want to go in the. Yeah, it was pouring out, and we went out for a little while, and then I ate some food and headed back. So so I had an early morning one this morning. So cool. Yeah. Well, check them out on Facebook and all those other places we mentioned before. And you know, we're here broadcasting from the Out of Chicago conference up here in Chicago. So we'll see you real soon for some more interviews.